Okay, so let's proceed ahead with this group discussion session. And as you are aware that GD has three components. Introduction part is there, and then body part is there, and then conclusion is there. So let me give you the topic here, and I'm giving you today the philosophical topic. So that is, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So let's talk about that. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So let's talk about this particular topic. Okay, so I think you're ready now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please start.
So, good evening, everyone. So, today the topic given to us is the a friend is a need, is friend indeed. So, I would like to start by saying that a friend is a person who gives assistance, and it is like a friend is also a constant supporter and a person that we can trust, and it can be anyone. So like it can be our teacher, it can be our classmate, it can be our parents, it can be our sibling. So it depend on like who are we trusting, and who are giving us the constant support and are always guiding us. So I think friend can be anyone. And from this I would like to open the discussion for everyone.
I
So
agree to Rama Rajput. Actually, a friend should always believe in you. That's the first most important thing, and he should build confidence in you, so that we have to achieve our goals and we have to achieve our ambition. In order to achieve these things, we must need a true friend.
हमने अक्सर देखा है कि जब समय अच्छा होता है तो बहुत सारे लोग हमारे दोस्त होते हैं, लेकिन जब हमारा समय खराब होता है वी आर लेफ्ट विद वेरी फ्यू पीपल। और जब उस समय हमें कोई सपोर्ट करता है और हेल्प करता है तो दे आर आर रियल जेवल्स जिन्हें हमें चेरिश करना है थ्रू आउट आवर लाइफ। सो दैट इज वेयर वी फाइंड आवर रियल फ्रेंडशिप व्हेन द टाइमिंग इज
Yes.
tough.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I
I,
agree
I
with this
agree
quote
with
that
real.
a friend
So,
in
so
need
for that we have to choose our friend very wisely, because it is very important, and it is very critical factor for us to choose a friend. So because sometimes people betray us and sometimes people don't, like they are not guiding us, or but only they are doing this is only because they want someone to hang out
क्योंकि
or
कुछ
something.
लोग आपके
And
अच्छे
yes,
समय में तो बहुत अच्छा मतलब एक फेक इमेज पोर्ट्रे करते हैं दैट दे आर योर रियल फ्रेंड्स, जब वही तुम्हारा समय खराब होता है देन दे विल स्टार्ट शोइंग देयर रियल फॉर्म दैट नो द ट्रूथ वाज।
बिल्कुल सही। और बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग कुछ चीजें अपने फैमिलीज के साथ शेयर नहीं कर पाते हैं, that we can share with our friends. Several issues are of those types that we can share with our friends. So a friend is very important integral
और
part
मैं तो ये
of our
बोलूंगी
life,
कि
and
हमारे
a
सबसे
friend
अच्छे
whom can we
दोस्त अगर
trust.
हम बोलेंगे तो हमारे माँ बाप होते हैं, जिन जो कि हमारे लिए हमेशा अच्छा सोचते हैं। तो हमारे सबसे सबसे पहले जो दोस्त होते हैं वो हमारे माँ बाप होते हैं, जो कि हमारे सबसे बुरे वक्त में भी हमारा साथ नहीं छोड़ते। और
I too feel the
I
same
agree
actually.
with this
I too
point.
feel
I
the
agree
same
with this
actually.
quote that
We
a
have,
friend
uh,
is needed. Yes, I agree with this quote that a friend is in need is a friend indeed. Like in today's world, all of us are connected through various medium with our friends. But it is very difficult to choose a single friend who can help us in our difficult times. We have so many friends, but you cannot say that this is the real friend. So definitely a friend who helps us in our difficult time with the friend who we can trust.
I largely agree with Arif actually. What he said was correct only, but I want to add few more words with you. And a friend should try to help to overcome our weakness. Actually, we all have some strength point and weakness points. So, in order to overcome this weakness, we must have a true friend, so that only he can guide and he can communicate with you.
Yeah,
So,
so I
point है,
want
एक
to
Should
give
be
point
an
on the other
example
side
of a
also.
friendship. Always, like sometimes we think about friendship and we only think about two persons, Sudama and the Krishna, that we already like everybody knows about their friendship. So sometimes even a friend try to cheat you, but it doesn't mean he or she wants something. Like they are not like, if a person or if your friend cheats you sometime, that doesn't mean you stop supporting him or her, because sometime you just have to be there for your friend whenever they need. So it doesn't mean like friends like we don't have to expect from someone, or like from our friends also, because it actually make us more
Dependent. Right,
yeah.
it should be two-way, that
Yes, yes.
we also should support, and we should also provide what we are expecting for our friends. I agree with Rama point.
We know that humans are
Sometimes we are so much dependent on our friend that we try to put all our problems or work on the friends burden. So that kind of thing must not be there. Like we should use our friend properly, and we should try to be a good friend also.
I agree to Aish actually, but I want to add that true friend is the one who actually makes logical distance. Actually, rather than taking like emotional distance. Suppose we have a problem in our life, rather than thinking emotionally, a true friend should make a logical distance for that problem. So
एज रमा सेड कि वी शुड बी आवर ओन गुड फ्रेंड, मुझे लगता है कि ये पॉइंट अच्छा है, बिकॉज हमें खुद का दोस्त पहले होना चाहिए। बट सिंस वी आर सोशल एनिमल्स तो हमें एक मतलब दोस्तों को भी मतलब दोस्त भी होने चाहिए, तो वो हमें बहुत वाइसली चूज करना पड़ेगा। जैसे कृष्ण और अर्जुन की जो फ्रेंडशिप थी उसमें देखा जाए कि अगर अगर अर्जुन जीत पाए तो उसके पीछे कृष्ण का कांस्टेंट सपोर्ट और उन्होंने जो सही गाइडेंस दी थी उसके वजह से अल्टीमेटली अर्जुन वाज एबल टू विन इन हिज लाइफ। तो ऐसा बोला जाता है कि अगर आपकी कंपनी बहुत अच्छी है एंड यू आर सपोर्टेड बाय अ वेरी गुड सर्कल, तो आप लाइफ में हमेशा प्रोग्रेस करते जाएंगे। तो एक अच्छे दोस्त का बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट होता है।
yes, Nehal, we know that humans are highly social beings. From our childhood or school, college, workplace, we always try to find a friend because we need to share our with different many things, and we all have friends at all stages of our life, but we only pick 5 or 6, only in numbers we would pick. This is because we only share a few an emotional connection with each. Some emotional situations, like they help in our worst situations. So we always count friends when we are when they help in our very bad situation, like that.
Yes. So sometimes when our friend cheat, it also teaches us some lesson. Like we all know the story of two friends going in a jungle and a bear came. So there, the friend got to know that he is not the real friend. So sometimes it may happen that the friends can also teach you the lesson that you cannot dependent on every person you think that he is my good friend.
Yes, it's the bad time that introduces us to a good friend or a bad friend.
Okay, we
Yes,
all
true.
are have a many friends, but if we have a bad time, who stay with you, that he or she is a good friend, and that friend can lead you in a successful life.
Yes, so
I
I
think
also completely agree with that. Like I also want to like there are plenty of examples such as we see in movies and we see in series that friends are the one who are always be there for you, and they will do whatever they will be there whenever you require them or whenever you need them. So I think this is also the point, or this is why the people need friend, because they want someone to be there for someone always. So I think this is a concept, this is the whole concept behind the friendship, where you actually want a constant support from your from anybody. So I think this is the main
लेकिन
concept
हमने ये
behind
देखा है कि
I,
अगर
I
हम
agree to
चाइल्डहुड से लेके अगर हम मतलब अपने जॉब लाइफ हर जगह देखते जाएं, तो हमने ये देखा है कि मतलब कुछ फ्रेंड्स होते हैं जो कि हमारे चाइल्डहुड में रहते हैं, फिर उसके बाद वो भी कट ऑफ हो जाते हैं, एंड देन वी गो टू आवर कॉलेज एंड ऑल, तो उसमें भी कुछ फ्रेंड्स होते हैं और उसके बाद कुछ कुछ फ्रेंड्स बचते हैं, बट देयर आर फ्यू फ्रेंड्स जो हमारे बचपन से हमारे साथ रहते हैं. सो दे आर रियल एसेट्स दैट वी हैव विथ अस, बिकॉज उन्होंने हमें किसी भी स्टेज ऑफ लाइफ में हमें छोड़ा नहीं होता, और हम लोग मतलब कभी भी होता है तो वी कैन जस्ट गो टू देम एंड टॉक टू देम. सो दे आर आर रियल जेवल्स जिन्हें हमें मतलब थ्रू आउट लाइफ वी शुड चेरिश देम.
I am
Exactly.
agreeing to
I
Snehal actually. I
agree with
want to
this.
add few more points to Sneha actually. We all have experience like in our college time we used to make friendship with merely for entertaining and for making trips and like that. But at the end of the college days only we got to know that these are the real friends who stayed with us for the long time. So we should not make friendship with a prejudice. So we have to think wisely. At the end, we have to think like we have to think for a long time actually.
I
And
think this
also,
topic that we are
cannot see
discussing
friendship
here,
as
the
a single
topic
entity or
which
as
is a friend in need is a friend indeed, it can be seen from an optimistic as well as a pessimistic view also. Because what if किसी दिन मैं अपने फ्रेंड की हेल्प नहीं कर पाया, क्या पता मेरे साथ भी कुछ सिचुएशन ऐसी हो कि मैं हेल्प नहीं कर पाया, तो क्या उसकी वजह से मैं एक अच्छा फ्रेंड नहीं बन पाया, राइट? So I think we should give a chance also to those who we call a
Yes.
friend, right? Because in every situation the person is not able to help you when you may need it,
Yeah,
but
so
at
Yeah,
the
I
same
agree with
time
your
why
he
we
point.
cannot.
call
Like,
that
we can see
this is
this
why we
as a wider.
say that don't depend on too much. Also
Yes,
this is
yes,
also the main thing in your life, when whenever you have to choose a friend or your companion. So you actually should not be depending on anybody at that much level, so that whenever you need or require something, then you should be able to do things on your own.
आई अग्री विद
हाँ.
रमा कि हमें खुद पे सबसे पहले मतलब खुद पे सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीफ होना चाहिए दैट इवन इफ द बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट पर्सन लीव्स अस, तब भी हम खुद पे सस्टेन कर सकते हैं. हमारे बुरे से बुरे वक्त में भी हमें खुद को इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाना चाहिए थ्रू एनीथिंग कि हम लोग मतलब अगर कोई हमारा बहुत सगा भी हमें छोड़ के चला जाए तो भी हम लाइफ में सस्टेन कर पाए.
But
we
there
should be
are
Yeah.
I
certain
I
conditions
too feel
where
the
we
same with
require
Sneha
a
actually.
true
But
friend.
the thing is that we have to make friendship with our family members also, and
Family
also
members, actually.
somebody actually
Yes.
see
Our
blood is
brothers and
thicker than
sisters
water.
and our
Blood is, let
parents
me
are
complete,
our
Sneha.
best,
Let me complete my point,
best.
Sneha. Blood is thicker than water. We all know, and like if some car accident or something tragedy happened in our life, a friend will not be there in order to take care of our lives. A family should be there. So it's better to choose a family member as a best friend, in
Yes,
my
yes.
opinion.
I
Yeah, I
completely agree with
totally
this line.
agree.
Yeah.
A true friend never leave you in every situation.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कई
Like-
बार ऐसा होता है कि हमने देखा होगा कि हम जिससे दोस्ती करते हैं, कभी कभी हमें धोखा मिलता है और फिर हम ऐसे डिसहार्टेंड हो जाते हैं दैट वी फील लाइक कि अब भरोसा नहीं करना है यार, अकेले ही जीना है. बट मुझे लगता है कि वी शुड कीप ट्रस्टिंग पीपल. यू नेवर नो एट व्हाट टाइम, एट व्हाट मतलब कब लाइफ के कौन से मोड पे तुम्हें अच्छे दोस्त मिल जाए. सो आई थिंक वी शुड
Exactly.
कीप ट्रस्टिंग एंड कीप
At one
बिलीविंग
point
दैट नाइट.
also in
Yes, so
yes.
actually,
Sometimes we also try to check that he is our real friend or not. So that can be also the problem. Like
क्योंकि हम
we
एक्चुअली एक इंसान से ये नहीं कह सकते, एक इंसान को देखे कि यार इसने धोखा दिया है तो दुनिया में नहीं. दुनिया बहुत बड़ी है और बहुत सारे लोग
Yes.
अच्छे भी होते हैं.
Friends, we
We
should
keep
give chance to
trusting.
Mallika. She has not contributed yet. Let's
Yes.
give the chance.
yes, yes.
In earlier days, I thought this statement was very correct, but nowadays I feel that this is a very selfish statement. That in today's world we don't have that good friends. So we have to rely on ourselves for everything. So for our need, we do depend on friends. That's not a correct statement. Sometimes help comes from strangers. So we can consider everyone as friends. But what I feel, always friends can help us.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like Snehal earlier
See this
said
as
that
a
we should trust each other. Imagine a world where we cannot trust each other. How stupid that world would be. अगर मुझे यही भरोसा नहीं हो कि मेरे आसपास जो लोग रह रहे हैं वो मेरे साथ अच्छा बिहेव करेंगे तो उस वर्ल्ड का फायदा ही क्या. सिर्फ सोचने में भी हमें अच्छा नहीं लगेगा.
definitely, and many times
I
we
agree with
need
you.
two
Like,
friends
but
to
it is
survive.
also important
can
that we have
take
to
the
cut the
example
number of friends. Like in today's world, we have lots of friends on our social media who is continuously sending messages. So it can distract you from achieving your goals. So
Yeah, so
and it is a slow killer. Like you will not acknowledge that it is damaging you. So it is
एक्चुअली
important that
सबसे बुरी चीज होती है नेगेटिविटी. मतलब उन लोग को दूर कर दो जो तुम्हें नेगेटिविटी
Yes.
कंसिस्टेंटली डाल रहे हैं. एक बार दो बार समझ आता है, लेकिन कुछ लोगों की हैबिट में होता है दैट वो खुद को ऊपर देखना चाहते हैं और तुम्हें नीचे देखना चाहते हैं.
yes.
तो हमें खुद का एनालिसिस करना है कि कौन लोग हमारे लिए सच में अच्छे हैं और हमारा अच्छा चाहते हैं. तो
And
ये
yes, and
analysis
we take it
करना-
lightly. And we take it lightly that okay, he's sending just a small
Please
negative
conclude now.
messages, but it is very
Conclude now.
important.
Please conclude.
So I
Thank
would
you.
like to conclude the discussion. And so firstly, we started by defining the friends, like what like who are our friends, such as who gives our a constant support, and who gives like who the person who actually we can trust. And then we classify the friends, such as the friends can be from our the friends can be our teacher, the friends can be our sibling, friends can be our parents, and then friends can be our from our classmate also. And so we have to choose our friend wisely, as we have discussed. And we also gave the example of Sudama and the Krishna, and Snehal also give the good example of the Krishna and the Arjuna, where Krishna actually motivates him to fight for the good cause. So this is the example of the good friend. And and then Ayush also discussed about that we can't actually depend on the others or the friend blindly. So I think this is all we have discussed in our in the entire discussion. So thank you.
So today Rama introduced and she concluded. At least it is a beginning, Rama, though format was not very good. format you need to improve, but at least you initiated both the things, and that is a good initiative on your side. So conclusion, as I told you, has to be, whatever you discussed, and introduction has to be the classification, the direction to the discussion. I'll discuss with you that. Let me give the individual feedback. So Rama could speak in between also. So you are at the stage, Rama, where you have started speaking. Practice it more. Content still you are to follow. Structure still you are to follow.
Yes.
Khansha, you are also in position to talk. You are in position to enter now, which you were struggling last time. But today, you are in position to talk. You are in position to enter, Khansha. Though content of speaking and the kind of input which I was expecting for this discussion was not there. Like you people are to talk more about the topic in a very good way. So Khansha gave very generic kind of discussions, but content enrichment is required. Same is Ayush. Ayush in position to talk. Snehal is in position to enter. So if I divide the entire group in two categories, those who could speak, those who could not speak. Rama could speak. She could initiate introduction and conclusion. And those who could otherwise speak, Ayush, Khan, and Snehal could speak. Harish was speaking, but he can speak, Harish, but very late he started in entering. Suresh did not participate, I think, and Malika spoke very less, and even Adijay, I think that is the name. So Adijay, you also participated very less, though you participated, but very less. So you need to speak quantity wise. You need to speak to the level of Snehal, Ayush, Khan, and Rama. It is a reference for all of you. Quality wise, I'm not very happy with the kind of points you have given. One more thing I would like to tell you is like Snehal, I know you can speak in English also. You have participated in the English also, but today you were speaking largely in Hindi, knowing well that there are people who are only conversing in English. There are people who are only talking in English, and if you're comfortable in Hindi, English both, it makes sense for you to follow that language which majority of people are speaking. So Snehal, you could have done something like that. And Malika, you could have given more points. And Harish, you are also giving, you are talking. That was good for you. You could have participated, but you did not speak much. So that is there. Now, let me tell you some of the points which you people were giving. Like, uh, this Ayush was talking about beer story he was giving. Examples always should be given. Snehal started, Snehal was giving the point of bad time versus good time and the value of the friends in bad time, good time. That was example she was giving. Rama said we should choose our friends wisely. Ayush was giving beer story. We should be good friends, through the story he was explaining. Khan, Suresh, Vinita, Sia, you have to add more values, more speaking you have to do. The other people talked less. You were somebody, yeah, Rama was giving examples of movies, I think. Yeah, she was giving that examples. So some people were giving examples. Harish was saying optimistic, pessimistic. Sometime, you may think that this friend is not good, but maybe he is otherwise. On the basis of some experience, we cannot conclude or generalize. Let me tell you, like giving example is one of the very, very good thing. So whosoever will give something different or good examples, certainly he gets the mileage in the discussion. So discuss when you say friends, a friend in need is a friend indeed. You most of you assumed friend to be a human being only. Most of you.
सर ये पॉइंट
None,
मुझे भी लग रहा था कि बुक्स को भी मतलब हमें मतलब बुक्स को भी काइंड ऑफ पार्ट बोल सकते हैं बिकॉज वो एक स्टैटिक फ्रेंड के पार्ट में हो जाएगा जो हमें कभी धोखा ही नहीं देगा और हमेशा हमारा साथ देगा
नहीं वो तो बेस्ट फ्रेंड हो गया, बुक्स बेस्ट फ्रेंड हो गया। फ्रेंड इन नीड है, बुक्स तो हमेशा ही आपकी अच्छी ही बुक फ्रेंड्स होती हैं अगर हैं। फ्रेंड इन नीड का मतलब आप कंट्रीज को ले सकते थे। थिंक ऑफ रिलेशंस ऑफ वन कंट्री विद अनदर कंट्री। सो व्हाई यू डिड नॉट थिंक अबाउट दैट, दैट इज द पॉइंट।
Yes,
एंड
yes.
फ्रेंडली रिलेशन वो अच्छा हो जाता। बुक्स का तो माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स, तो बुक्स बोल दो आप, बिकॉज बुक्स कैन नॉट बी गुड वेदर फ्रेंड, दे आर फ्रेंड्स विद देयर फ्रेंड्स। Similarly, there are some animals also. Like
एनिमल्स
you can
फ्रेंड्स
give example of your pet, that whenever I'm sad, I have a cat with me, and she's my best friend because she's always giving me unconditional love, unconditional care, and she's my best friend. So whenever I need, she's available. So something like that. Think beyond. I told you other day also that if someone will think something different from rest of the crowd, he will get mileage. I was expecting that some of you will certainly tell about international relations we have, and India friends of the country, not only human being. That is something you should have told actually, that there are some countries which uh, they say that they are friends, but then when the bad time comes, they leave you and they are not your friends, something like that you could have said.
तो जैसे
Hmm.
कुछ कुछ मतलब अगर जैसे चाइना का अगर हम रिलेशन बात करें तो वो बताया जा सकता है कि चाइना ने किस तरह से कहीं कहीं हमें डिच किया है, मतलब वो
हाँ,
नेगेटिव
चाइना
पॉइंट्स नहीं
चाइना
आएंगे।
को
Yes,
पाकिस्तान को
yes.
गाली देने से कोई नुकसान नहीं होता मेरे को
सर
इस कंट्री में, I don't think so.
1962 में वो ट्रस्ट था, पर चाइना ने धोखा दिया था।
जैसे
No,
सर
see,
मतलब
if you have to
एक
give
पॉइंट
example, friends,
Yes,
if you have
sir.
to give example, they should not look like odd. They should look like professional. Let me give you example of that. So, friends, all of you know that China is coming out with the Belt and Road Initiative. I mean, old Silk Road they are trying to revive, and they are trying to make relationship with many countries like Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. So, friends, all of us know that China does not have permanent friends or foes. They have permanent interest only. Like if Nepal falls in their permanent interest, they make them friends. Pakistan falls in the interest, they make them friends. But when the bad time comes, no, Pakistan is going through a very bad phase. No, China is not coming forward, to help Pakistan. So they are not actually showing that. On the other hand, India is a country with whom we are nobody's enemy. But with the countries with which we are friends, we always come, we are always standing with those countries. That something like that you should
तो
say.
इसमें
Not
ऐसा
wrong.
बोला जा सकता है ना, जैसे यूएस के साथ एक डिप्लोमेटिक रिलेशन होता है, मतलब यूएसए समटाइम्स बैक्स आउट आल्सो एंड समटाइम्स इट हेल्प्स, तो ये भी हम बोल सकते हैं ना कि मतलब डिप्लोमेटिक।
लेकिन ये जो मैंने लाइन बोली थी दैट यूएस डज नॉट हैव परमानेंट फ्रेंड और फोर्स, दे आर परमानेंट इंटरेस्ट ओनली, ये यूएस के लिए ही है, लेकिन हम बोलेंगे नहीं यहाँ पे। वाई? बिकॉज अभी यूएस हमारा फ्रेंड ही चल रहा है और हम भी वही कर रहे हैं। लेकिन चाइना को बोल सकते हैं आप, क्योंकि चाइना के साथ कभी दोस्ती होने के चांस कम ही लगते हैं। सो दैट इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, लाइक प्रोफेशनली एंड एज अभी आप स्टूडेंट हो, बट थिंक ऑफ व्हेन यू आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन सम प्रोफेशनल डिस्कशन एंड आपका मेजोरिटी जो ट्रेड है वो यूएस के साथ है, तो यू कैन से दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, राइट? सो यूएस को अवॉइड करके आप चाइना के साथ है, पाकिस्तान के साथ ये चीजें कर सकते हैं, और आप दूसरे का एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं। हमने इंडिया की तो बात ही नहीं की, हमने बोला कि चाइना पाकिस्तान का क्या कर रहा है, यू कैन सी दैट, एंड देयर इज नो डिनाइंग ऑफ द फैक्ट एक्चुअली। सो यू शुड नॉट बी गुड वेदर्ड फ्रेंड, व्हेन यू नीड देम यू यूज देम, एंड व्हेन दे नीड यू रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम दैट। तो वो तो चाइना और पाकिस्तान का एग्जाम्पल दिखता है तुम्हें, नेपाल और चाइना का भी दिखता है। इंडिया जो है नेपाल का ऑल वेदर फ्रेंड है, इंडिया जो है बांग्लादेश का ऑल वेदर फ्रेंड है, क्योंकि वी हैव ऑलवेज हेल्प देम हिस्टोरिकली। बट व्हेन एवर द गवर्नमेंट चेंज, तो चाइना के इंप्रेशन में वो लोग आ जाते हैं, जैसे कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना एंड कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ नेपाल। नेपाल का जो अभी प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, लास्ट वीक चाइनीज प्राइम मिनिस्टर के प्रेसिडेंट क्या वो मिल रहा है, दे आर डूइंग समथिंग बिग, दे आर थिंकिंग ऑफ समथिंग बिग, बट वी नो दैट इज वेरी शॉर्ट लिव्ड एक्चुअली, बिकॉज चाइना इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प देम आउट एक्चुअली। सो दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग एक्चुअली, आप उसको करंट के साथ जोड़ो। ये फिलोसॉफिकल टॉपिक है, बट लिंक इट विद करंट। Also give your own examples. That friends, I will tell you one example, like the true friend is giving you unconditional support. They are not there with you for particular personal objective or personal gain. They're there with you for all the time. And these friends you can get from school days, from the this thing. And as Snehal said, that you need to try. Maybe you have bad experience in your life, does not stop you from trying. Maybe you had an experience with someone, like this person dissed me, or this person did not help me, now I will never make a friend anymore. Those things should not be there. You should not put people in prejudice, in pigeonholes. You should never say person of this community, person of this caste, person of this area cannot be trusted. You cannot put people in that category actually. Why? Because you need to see that with pace of time things will become clear. But at least your experience makes you more mature in understanding what is happening around you. That is how it is. And then reciprocity is something which is very important. It is that like dissolve like. So if you're good to someone, he will also be good to you, something like that. So friends, before we say that friend in need is a friend indeed, let's ask all of us one question: are we in that category? Can somebody say that we are a true friend? And friends, believe me, if we are in that category, maybe out of, we may not have many friends, but whosoever are our in friend groups, they will have a true friends friend. So actually, initiation has to be from our side. Let's make ourselves worth trusting. Let's make ourselves asset for our friends. I'm very sure, like this or like, we will also get the good people in our group. This is how it has to be. So ऐसे कुछ अलग से सोच के इसको डिस्कशन करना है आपको टॉपिक को, otherwise topic will look like very boring for you, philosophical. But you need to give example of current, you need to give some really good examples from your own life or from, otherwise you need to give that. Movies का example भी दिया जा सकता है, you can always give examples of movies and all. So जो कोई famous movies है उसमें से you understand that friend, he did this and he was always there, something like that you have to
Yes, sir.
give, right? Yeah.
Sole, sir. We can give example of Sole.
शोले मूवी का दिया था आपने एग्जांपल, यस।
नहीं सर, दे सकते हैं, दिया नहीं।
हाँ नहीं नहीं, शोले बड़ी पुरानी मूवी है, मेरे को लगता है काफी आपकी जनरेशन वाले लोगों ने देखी भी नहीं है वो मूवीज, आई डोंट नो, आई मीन दैट वाज अ फेमस मूवी आवर टाइम, बट योर टाइम आई डोंट नो whether you people have seen or not. Now I find many people who say no, we have not seen Sholay movie. I don't know, you find something new, yeah. Okay, so all from my side, मैंने आपको आपका फीडबैक दिया है. You need to speak more, you need to talk more, you need to participate more and think innovative. Every time I'm gonna come and tell you why you did not think this way, and then you say, oh, why we missed it. So how best direction it would have been, let me introduce this topic now. Okay friends, the topic given for the discussion today is a friend in need is a friend indeed. I totally agree with this particular statement. So that is very philosophical statement, but it has lot of practical applications. When we say friend, what do we understand? It can be a person, it can be a country, it can be animal, it can be your pet, it can be anything. So friends, let's discuss this entire topic in a couple of categories. First, we should discuss it for particular nation, because India is coming forward in the amity of the nations, and India is playing very crucial role nowadays in among the different nations and in United Nations. So among the amity of the nations, what do we mean by a good friend in terms of nation? So that is very important for us to have a very good international relations. That is number one we can discuss. And then friends, we can discuss, okay, for our own life, what do we mean by true friend? Are we true friend? Are we really good friends? So what do we understand by that, and how it can help us to, how we can identify such people, and how we can prevent the other category from coming close to us. So that is another thing which we can discuss. And then friends, we can always discuss about it is not only nation or the people, it can be like pets or animals who can always give us kind of support, and they can be our support system, because they can be our real true friends. So let's discuss this entire topic in a couple of categories. The moment you give the direction, believe me, the moment you give direction, others are started discussing, that goes to your credit. किसी ने नहीं सोचा, इसने सोचा, हाँ कंट्री भी तो हो सकता है, लोग डिस्कशन करना स्टार्ट किया. सो फ्रेंड्स, कैन यू नाउ, अब बीच में एंटर करने का तरीका, आस्क द क्वेश्चन. ओके फ्रेंड्स, कैन यू नेम सम कंट्री which is true friend of India? Let others answer. Friends, can you name some country which is only good weathered friend for others? Let others answer. You are only to ask question. So by asking question, keep giving direction to the discussion. So asking question, giving examples, they are the best ways to enter in the discussion. Many times you say, sir, how we can enter the discussion? Ask a question to others. Ask a very good question which other feel like answering. Right? ऐसा करो और ऐसा डिस्कशन मारो उसमें. Anything you want to ask or tell now?
यस सर. सर मेरा सवाल है सर, अभी क्या है, मेरा अभी 10 दिन बाद जीडी है सर, गेल का. और दिस वाज फर्स्ट टाइम आई वाज पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन ए ग्रुप डिस्कशन. सो आई वाज जस्ट लिसनिंग कि कैसा होगा, एक्चुअल इन्वायरमेंट में क्या होगा सर, कुछ भी आइडिया नहीं है, इससे पहले कभी दिया भी नहीं. तो आप मुझे कुछ करंट के टॉपिक्स या कुछ बता देंगे तो मैं वो प्रिपेयर कर लूंगा.
आप बोलना स्टार्ट करो सुरेश, कोई टॉपिक स्पेसिफिक तैयारी मत करो. डोंट मेक दिस मिस्टेक दैट द मोमेंट जीडी इज देयर आई स्टार्ट रीडिंग, आई स्टार्ट एनहांसिंग माय नॉलेज. नो, स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग. That's the only thing. Because even if you know nothing about the topic, you can, if you are good in speaking, you can participate. It is not knowledge acquisition thing. It is like participation. So my advice to you is start speaking.
अगर सर कुछ वैलिड पॉइंट हम नहीं बना पा रहे तो उसमें मतलब क्या कर सकते हैं? अगर कुछ
वैलिड पॉइंट इसलिए नहीं बना पाते क्योंकि तुम्हें प्रैक्टिस नहीं है. Otherwise, nothing. Did I tell you any one of you something new? I mean, you were always knowing it. And you don't need content, lot of information to participate in GD. It is only, presence of mind which comes with the practice. If you are having practice, then you will speak something or the else positively. So my advice to you is, please start practicing, start participating. That's it. and everything else comes.
और सर उधर
I give you example of practice. Like when you start driving in the beginning, you are so much conscious about where is a gear, where is a clutch, where is a brake, where is a handle. You start thinking that with the mind. When you become expert driver, you are chatting, you are singing song, you are singing, and you automatically, because of reflex action, no, you are handling everything. The first gear, second gear, third gear, you are doing that actually. So it is a practice which will come to your help in the participation of GDs.
सर उधर टॉपिक देने के बाद स्टार्ट करने के लिए कितना टाइम मिलेगा, बीच में गैप कितना
2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes.
और डिस्कशन का टाइम कितना रहेगा सर?
15-20 मिनट.
ठीक है सर, मैं प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ.
Sir, no sir. Sir, in GAIL it was it depends on the number of member. Like if the number of member is 10, he will give 10 minutes. Like in my time,
I don't
6
think so.
members were
I
there.
don't think 10 members के लिए 10 minutes होता है. This is too less. I don't think so. But it is more. I mean,
Sir,
15,
yes
20
sir.
minutes.
But in my case, sir, there was 6 members, so they have given only 6 minutes. For 6 members, 6 minutes.
So assume it 15-20 minutes. Don't think 6 minutes. 6 minutes is too less, right? Practice it and then with pass of time you get more. But there are different formats. Sometimes they give you introduction. They will ask you to introduce each one of them. So those variations are there, right?